Thank you for the courtesy. National Defense Secretary Delvin Lorenzana and the other members of the Cabinet, AFP Chief of Staff Lieutenant General Benjamin Madrigal, outgoing Commanding General of the Philippine Air Force Lieutenant General Galileo Gerard Quintanar, the new Commanding General Lieutenant General Rosano Brigues, Major Service Commanders, officers, enlisted personnel, and civilian employees of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a milestone in the history of the Armed Forces as we celebrate Lieutenant General Galileo Gerardo Quintanar's successful tour of duty as Commanding General of the Philippine Air Force. Upon assuming command, General Quintanar has been steadfast in accomplishing the Air Force mission, especially in the efforts to fight insurgency and terrorism. Under his able leadership, PAF achieves thousands of flight hours, performed thousands of sorties, ferried most 160 passengers, and airlifted more than 160 pounds of cargo, all in support of our territorial defense and security operations. Under his watch, the Philippine Air Force, with other units of the Armed Forces of the Philippines and other agencies, which resulted in the surrender of arrest of terrorists, the recovery of their firearms, the dismantling of a drug laboratory, the arrest of many drug personalities, and the recovery of millions worth of illegal drugs. During his tenure, General Quintanar has proven his commitment to duty, as highlighted by his valuable contributions ensuring security during the rehabilitation of Marawi, as well as the humanitarian and relief assistance during typhoons, disasters throughout the years. All these attest to the exemplary leadership of General Quintanar and the collaborative efforts of the valiant men and women of the Philippine Air Force. This has earned them the highest rating of excellent in the whole AFP during the annual general inspection conducted by the Office of the AFP Inspector General. Palakpakan nato. Excellent good. General Quintanar, your accomplishments speak well of how you fulfilled your promise to the Philippine Air Force and your duties to the Filipino people. As you hand over the responsibilities of the command to your successor, Lieutenant General Rosano Brigues, you can be assured that the Air Force you will leave is one that is stronger and more empowered. General Brigues, know that we will constantly face threats and challenges as we realize our aspiration for real change and lasting peace. I trust that you will continue the Air Force's advancement through reforms and modernization programs that will transform the organization into one that is responsive to national security and development and a credible external defense force. It is important to engage all stakeholders, and communities in fighting insurgency and the spread of extremist ideologies. I therefore ask our troops to support the leadership of General Brigues and to continue performing your duties, as well as intensify our focused military operation against the communist terrorists, alongside civil military operations to encourage more members of the communist terrorist groups to surrender. The Filipino people are truly grateful for your service and sacrifice, which have preserved the peace and defended the freedom we enjoy today. I continue to ask for your unwavering support so that today I can say that we have created a safer and more secure and truly responsive nation for our children. General Quintanar and General Brigues, mabuhay kayo at mabuhay ang Philippine Air Force. And may I be allowed to just add, this is not mine. This was prepared by somebody else. I'm just reading it, but I'd like to communicate my intentions, my plans, my worries, my headache in running the country. You know, there's a little bit of a raucous there in Congress regarding the abolition or the continuance of the road users tax board. I believe that the Senate has decided the right thing and has stated that the road tax board has been dismantled. Ever since I assumed office, I've always been worried about this office because it's been the milking cow of people who are corrupt in government. Ever since, I've really questioned the existence of this office. It is nothing but a depository of money and for corruption. Walang ibang purpose yan. And I agree with the others and the senators that it is time to abolish it and return that function to the DPWH. I side with the Senate, and if it comes to a constitutional controversy, the executive department will side with the Philippine Senate in its interpretation of the law that the process has been completed, that it has been sent to the Senate for approval, and on time it was signed. This is in the matter of abolishing the road tax. Wag na lang natin, I've always been early on sinabi ko na sa kanila, ayaw ko talaga yan. But politics and expediency of everything, nandyan pa yan hanggang ngayon. And I had a talk with President Arroyo, and apparently there was a misunderstanding because all around I really wanted to abolish the road tax. And Andaya says now that I was one of those who said that it should be maintained. No. Nagkamali sila doon. My feelings about that board was the strongest against its being there. So walang ginawa yan kung hindi makurap. And I see now that it's about time na buwagin nila yan. Because if not, and if I side, which I am on the side of the Senate, it would create another constitutional issue and maybe crisis. Wag lang sana. I hate to say it, but please, if it's a good for the people, if it's good for the trust deposited on the people, on government employees, people just go ahead and abolish it. The second is, alam mo, tandaan ninyo to, when mawala-bawala rin ako, in 3 years' time, I will step down. Do not entertain dreams of me perpetuating in office or toying with the Constitution. I do not have that plans, and I will not stay a minute longer. I am in a hurry as anybody else na umalis na ako dyan sa trabaho ko. Pagod na rin ako. But wala na ako dyan. Remember, this country cannot move forward for our children and the next 3 or 4 generations if we cannot have the law and order in this country. If we cannot destroy the Communist Party of the Philippines, if we cannot stop the widespread problem of drugs, it will result in a dysfunctional society. Believe me. And you will long remember me for that. And the second is corruption. Unless there is a complete stop of robbing government and the people of their money, walang mangyari talaga sa buhay natin. And so, I'm talking now of the retirement of General Quintanar. Alam mo, it is now in the Supreme Court, in Congress after the Supreme Court. I believe that they are crafting a law which says that the levy money, yung coconut levy, should be returned to the farmers. I'm telling you now, as one of those na meron rin kaming kunting coconut farm, it would be well impossible to trace those people who they are and where they are now, and whether or not they were really legitimate tenants or just an ordinary guy there in the barangay working for some odd jobs in places where coconut industry was thriving. But I think Congress will insist on that, and it's about 87 billion. And you add the interest now, it's going to go up something like 100 billion plus. Now, if it is through course to the Philippine Coconut Board, this is not to, nothing about prejudice or prejudgment. I am not comfortable with all the people in that agency. For historically, it has also been plagued with corruption. So I have asked them to tender resignation as a matter of courtesy. And I want somebody, kailangan ko ng tao na talagang above the rest of the crowd. Taong malinis, kasi bilyon yan. Huwag sanang mawala. At kung hindi man lang maibigay doon sa mga tao na karapat-dapat maghawak sa pera, then we might as well reserve that money for the future generation of farmers. Kaya sinasabi ko, when we were conferring in the cabinet and I was looking for a candidate to be the chairman who should be someone na talagang maasahan ko na walang mawala baski piso, and I have observed him, we're casual. I do not know General Quintanar, but I choose him to be the chairman of that board. I don't know him, Madam. I know that he was a general that chose to retire early, and that is really no cause to worry. It's just a few months. But sabi ko na kailangan ko ng tao, and I am eyeing you. So when the time comes, and if I can get the mechanisms of how the money will be distributed to the beneficiaries, and if I look for somebody na talagang makita ko na ang pera ng Pilipino hindi mawawala, it shall be the retired General Quintanar. So, hindi ko nang habain, tapos nabasa ko naman yung speech na hindi akin. Nasabi ko na ang gusto ko. I chose this time, I told the General, sabi ko, would you mind if I make the announcement? It is not premature because the post is vacant. And if you don't get out from there, I can fire you anytime and I replace you. So I believe that the courtesy resignations are there, and maybe I will just ask him to help me. He can choose the people he wants to serve doon sa Coconut Authority. And ang akin lang naman is ito lang eh. All I need, all I require, all I desire, all that I dream of is that people joining me in government, isa, he must be utterly honest, and second, that he is competent, kaya niya ang trabaho niya. Palakbay ko pa naman yung aeroplano niya, kalaki-laki ang yawa na yan. Ang hirap yan, ito. Ano lang, ledger lang man pati journal. All you have to do is just to keep an eye, and just at the end of the day, kwentahin mo lang yan, look at the papers, and see to it that the Filipino is protected. Maraming salamat po.